Yeah, you. I can see you. Fear my mighty roar. Why haven't you become a member of the M37 community yet? Click that subscribe button now, or I will come through that screen and grab you with my mighty claws. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Or simply just click the subscribe button now.
Hey guys, what's happening? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It is 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time on this wonderful Saturday, September the 15th. And what am I doing? As the description says, I'm sitting here in my little chair, all stretched out, getting ready to run. After you run it so many times, it becomes boring, as the description states. Boring workshop runs, but wait, hey, you know what? It's still fun in its own way. I mean, you got that one very, very slight chance of getting a beholder tank. But why am I doing it? That's the question, and I keep asking myself, well, I got this on my main, and I've got it on my secondary. Why do I want it on all these other classes? Well, the answer's quite simple. This game's like any other game. You never know when your main's going to get nerfed and jacked up so bad that you're going to have to look elsewhere. So it might pay off to have that dagger because you don't never know, again, with the artifact sets, if they may nerf or they may improve on a certain set. So therefore, I want to have my daggers on all my classes. And it is a process. But anyway, I'm not here to just talk to you. Of course, I would like to talk to you. But right now I'm just talking to air because there's nobody here. But that's okay. They will be, I'm sure. But I do have speech text on. As you know, I'm not one of those fancy streamers that has all that get up and go and extra cash to spend for monitors and nice sound systems and all that. But we have a loyal community and we have a bunch of nice followers who do talk to me on occasion. And they also ask questions, and I try to make videos for them, and they ask for us to a certain example would be, where do I find these bags at? You know, there's free bags in the game. I don't know where to go. I'm new. I've just started playing. Well, I put a video up for them. Showed them exactly where to go and how to get those bags. You know, I do things like that because I enjoy doing it. And that's what I like to be here for, is for you guys. And if I don't know an answer to something, hey, I'm not so high and mighty that I would pretend and BS through it. I just tell you, hey buddy, you know what? That's a good question. Because if I don't know it, I want to know it. So what do? I research it. And if the research don't prove so good, because I'm going to tell you, Google's not that great with Neverwinter on a lot of things. Then I will ask people that have been here longer than me. And I can take all the consensus and I put it together and I come to a conclusion and I say, hey, this is what I found out. But hey guys, don't be shy. If you come online, say hello at the very least. Without any further delay, I guess I will pop into the game and start on the tune that I left off on. In my journey, obtain that wonderful dagger. Now later on today, here in a little bit even possibly, you know, as people start to come in and out of the house here, I may put my mic on mute. But again, if you ask a question, I hear it and I will answer for you. So let's get on with what we're doing. Right now, Frosty, Swift's got his. He was my #1 tune, but as a DPS, DPS. It don't matter how high you are, how good you are at that gauge meter that says, hey, look here. It's just hard to get into a group. GWS are wonderful. They're excellent damage producers. But as far as team, they really don't bring anything to the team. As far as buffs and debuffs go, they just buff themselves. And yet, one of my favorites to play. And if you got a community and you build that you play with in a group, and you build yourself around that group, then that's wonderful. Pays off in a meta group. And we got Trojan Man. Those are two I alternate between. Armswift was getting close to 17k. He's not now because I stripped everything from him and I put it on Trojan Man. Trojan Man is my OP. We have a tank already, so I play an OP Devo, and I like it. Like it a lot. I'm a mixture of different builds put together. It's my own build. It's called a. I'm not where I want to be. DPS is never great on an OP, regardless, especially in solo play. But in group play, I can obtain some decent DPS once I get this OP situated correctly with the right gear and companion setups and everything. He'll do decent DPS. He'll be a help. He'll be as good with DPS as the ACs and DOs. Yeah. So let's get back to it here. Oh, one other thing, if you're wondering why did you work? Well, that's like I said, as a DPS I could stand in PE looking for group and go for hours and hours and hours and still not obtain a group unless I just put the group together myself. As a Devo Pally, I'm a buffer debuffer, and it's not so hard to get into a group. Not hard at all. If they're looking for groups, or if they're looking for more, it's becoming more of a norm to be seen them asking for Devo Pally. And also, you just put in, hey, I'm a Devo Pally here. I'd like to run CODG, I'd like to run CR, I'd like to run the Tone. You know, you put all those in there, give them all choice, and I guarantee you, it's just a matter, for me, from my experience, it's just a matter of longest I ever went after I'd done that in P, I think it's about 15 minutes. Somebody's picked me for their group. Even at a 15k item level and still not set up correctly, but yet he carries his own weight and does really well in the end game. All right, here we go. High DPS, which is converted to ultra DPS in the meta group, as Diamond does. Buffers and debuffers. A lot of people don't play them that way. They're harder to find, but here recently I've been noticing that since I have changed, it seems that more people have started playing debuffers.
Find yourselves in Artificer's workshop, filled with gas and
You know,
crazy Smurfeblin.
this wouldn't be so bad
Looming large
if
in
it
the
wasn't
shop
for
is
these
a hovering
daggone
concentrated
cutscenes that you cannot skip through.
The crystals
I guess if you could skip it, and once you skipped it, it skipped it for everybody, then the people who's doing it for the first time, it wouldn't be fair to them to not be watching.
They better start venting gas.
Could set it to where you could skip it, and they can watch it if they want to, or they just some of those cutscenes worked out at their base.
These adventurers really stink.
Huh? Maybe they should change their rations.
In fact, it would go a lot faster. This is a very weak alt that I got here. There's a control wizard. Control wizards used to be, they're like mod 12. They used to be pretty daggone good people to have in a group. As far as doing DPS and stuff, they're still okay. And in game, if you run them as a master. Again, everybody don't agree with my opinions, and that's fine. Y'all are different. That's what makes the world wonderful.
They should call this Whack-a-Gnome.
A great place to live, because if we were all the same, it'd be like playing this workshop over and over. Boring. Wow, okay, that was quick. Get up here. For those of you that don't know, there is a way to skip cuts. So, some of these cuts.
The gas is clear.
There's a way to skip that door there too. If you're a rogue, for example.
You think it might be prudent to knock them out?
Show you here in just a second. After this 5-minute cutscene here. If you're a rogue, for example, I think the spell or the counter you can use is called a Shadow Step or something. Anyway, there's an encounter there. And you can stand right here, and when you click that encounter, it'll put like a little visual that you can line up over on the white spot there. And you hit that encounter, and it'll jump you right over there to it, and that bypasses that door, and you don't have to stand there and open that door and all that stuff. And you can also skip the introductory scene by standing on the opposite side of this door. And everybody, you know, when you first come in, very helpful if you're soloing it. Get around. You can stand right here and do the encounter and get over to that side. You don't have to watch that big long introductory.
A mind flayer appears. It
Don't think
uses
you can get
its
around
telepathy
this one.
to transmit its malevolent intentions. It
the
also
last
boasts about the imperviousness of its psychic shield.
I don't know if that would be considered an exploit. I better watch myself or not. Man, I tell you what, it's getting to where you don't know what's safe to say or don't say about this gameplay anymore. Because what's an exploit? You know, I mean, heck, when I cast a spell and it takes a long time because of the animation, and I hit my tab key to get out of the animation, is that an exploit? I mean, come on. What's an exploit? What is it? Exploit is what the master of the game says it. That's what an exploit. But I don't see how an ability that you have that you use is considered as an exploit. What are you guys thoughts on that? What are your guys' thoughts on that? What is and what
As
isn't?
the mind flayer expires, it uses its telepathy to issue one last telepathic message. I hate you. You can now focus your attention on the beholder tank.
Huh. Well, one good thing just came out of this boring Dagger is that I farmed this for 2 years, okay, for a beholder tank. After 2 years, I quit farming it. But this season came around and I started farming for the Dagger. Well, looky here. On this tune, I got a beholder tank. A legendary. Eat the beholder mount. What am I going to do with it? The benefit from it, combat power, whip power, is not that great for my Pally. Not bad, but not what I really want. I want power for my Devo. So I'm going to sell it. And I was thinking about adding more AD with it later and getting the Warhorse or the Arcane Whirlwind for 4,000 power for my Devo. But because I went with power share on that. But right now for him, I think what would be best is if I go sell the tank and obtain the correct pet setup, companion setup. And my wife is home. She came in the door a little bit ago, so I am going to put the mic on mute. But I will answer any questions that are asked on mute about it.
Find yourselves in Artificer's workshop, filled with gas, and crazy Smurfeblin running around. Looming large in the shop is a hovering construct resembling a beholder. The crystals that power the construct are scattered about the workshop, which has closed vents set into its walls.
They better start venting gas.
I thought they...
They should call this Wackanome.
Guys, ain't this crazy? Feller leaves and gotta wait 15 minutes. And I think it's already been longer than 15 minutes before you can kick him. And it don't even give you an option to kick. I don't even think you can kick him or miss. Can you vote to abandon this? But they need to reset this timer for situations like this, man. Oh, they left a no kick in because people kicked others to get rewards. What rewards? So everybody gets the same rewards. He said thinks it pops up after 15 minutes. It's already been 50. Sorry for the crunching, but man, I'm enjoying these tips, okay? Yeah, I like them. No. Vote to abandon. And over. Yes. Let them vote to abandon because after you vote for abandonment or a kick, it takes 4 hours before you. There's a cooldown. Yeah, imagine that. 4 hours before you can vote again. Let's see, only and rogue. That with shadow. Bit. Hmm. I don't know what that guy's talking about. Come on, fellas. Somebody vote to abandon now. Go. Everybody waiting on somebody else. He used the word glitch. Ain't the word glitch an exploit? Somebody else voted. So there we go. We're out of there. Clap hands, yay yay, ha ha, all that stuff. Yeah, God, these chips are hot. Extra hot chili and lime. Hey, no. Normally chips, I've ate the hottest of chips and they don't do nothing to me, but these here are friggin' hot, man. I like them. I hope I don't have no problems when they come out. I better eat some light bread and milk. Huh? Good stuff. I've had people complain about me eating chips before on YouTube. All I hear is crunch, crunch, crunch. Ha ha ha. They're just jelly because you don't got the Pringles. Ha ha ha. And I do.
Of course you are. Mine. Destiny can be neither thought nor averted.
Let's see if anybody's on Discord. Go ahead and, what in the heck am I doing with it open? I need to close Discord. Let's check this out. Let's go over to my server here. Blazing. What up?
Hey, what you doing?
Hey, not much. Trying to get some of these done to get them daggers on these alts.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
We're eating some chips, man. And they are hot. Level 1.
I'm gonna start a freaking new character, I guess, and level it with Frank.
He played for a long time last night. I'm streaming, by the way, but he seems to really like it.
He said he was up till 12 today, but he said his
Up
kids
till
had some
12. I
stuff
started
to
to say, heck, it was 3 o'clock in the morning when he was on. When I was on last night.
No, yeah, 12 o'clock today. He said he just woke up. He said, "Man, I just texted him. I was like, hey, what'd you end up doing?" He's like, "Man, I was up till 12 o'clock today."
Wow.
He's like, "Well, my kids had some soccer games and stuff I had to go do." I said, "Okay."
I know it's aggravating, man, but boy, these chips are good. And you just yells because you don't got them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pringles. Ah, buddy.
Doug's want me to level a tank with him.
What tank? Yeah. I don't blame it, man. Why is it,
There's old Doug.
Hey, it'll be a little bit before I get on. I gotta run to go pay suddenly.
Yeah, Frank said he's gonna jump in the shower and grab him a quick bite to eat.
They gave me a lever penalty. That mother figure.
And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna roll here.
Why did it give me a lever penalty? Everybody else left. Why me?
Maybe everybody got one.
Well, that's just not right, dude.
Everybody got what? Oh, yo.
No, he's doing
Workshop for daggers. But the thing is, see, somebody DC'd, sat there in there for over 15 minutes to try to kick him, and there's no kick option in this event.
No.
So
Nope.
you couldn't kick him. So somebody put up their vote to leave, and I went ahead and said yes. And when I said yes, it put, we all left. And now I went to queue again, and I can't queue on the lever penalty. See, freaking dang man's broken in so many ways it's not even fun. Stuff like I can upset you. I keep looking at it because I can't believe it. Well, let's see. Let's try the cube. No, it won't let me private queue. It says I have to be in the Birdo done room. I'm in the room. What the heck's going on here? There it is. There we go. There it is. Worked that time. Because I don't like phones, and I went ahead and got disconnected, so I don't have to pay the bill.
Crazy Smurfeblin running around. Looming large in the shop is a
That's as good as answer as any I can give you. I don't have no idea why it ain't working.
The crystals that power the construct are scattered about the workshop, which has closed vents set into its walls.
Huh? They better start venting gas.
I thought they already did.
They should call this Blankano.
What are you running, Billy?
What you mean?
I'm sure you ain't just sitting there. What are you running?
Oh, yeah, actually, I am just sitting here.
What?
I'm on the character select screen.
Oh. What level did he make it to this morning? 12 o'clock.
He said just 16 as high as he got.
16. It was 13 at 3 o'clock in the morning. Wonder what he ended up. He must have ended up reading a lot or something.
Now, he said he didn't even get to start playing until 3 o'clock. Said he didn't get done patching until 3.
It was late. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, Rusty. I don't really know, buddy.
What is his? I know they call him One Ton, but what's his first name?
Frank.
Frank. Yeah, I've heard you say it. For some reason, it just don't register. Yeah. I pretty much explained to him the difference between DPS and buffers and debuffers. He decided to go since for some reason somebody banned him from playing GWS. He decided to go with Warlock, which I kind of suggested, but I, told him, it's up to him. But I kind of suggested a Hunter Ranger because it would out DPS the Scourge Warlock item level to item level.
Yeah.
And but I'd already told him about beating the Warlock. You don't have no temp Warlock, don't have no problem getting any content, right? And they don't.
That's well, when he gets on more, I'm gonna talk to him and tell him, like, I'm not always gonna be running with him.
That's what I told him
too. Take him a while to get there.
And I also explained to him that the Warlock can do some great DPS, but they are very specific to what gear you use and how you gem them and set their feet and their bones. More so than what the other DPSs will give you a little bit of a leadway, you know, but with that daggone Warlock, they don't give you leeway on your DPS build at all.
Really, game? You gonna sit here and make me roll this for freaking an hour?
Rusty, I went and watched that Predator movie.
You watched what?
The new Predator movie. It was awesome.
I started watching it last night after I actually got off the computer with you, and I fell asleep.
That is a great. I like.
Oh, you went to the theaters and watched it.
Yeah. I missed 15 minutes of it.
I got to the part where the autistic boy was having some problems with ears or something. I don't know. Kids walked in the room. That's all I remember. I think at that point I fell asleep.
Well, you didn't watch maybe 5 to 10 minutes of it, cause
Must have been.
Yeah, because I don't remember that part, and I missed about 15. Yeah. That won't take care of that sudden wheel.
Tell Jackie to watch Midnight Sun, Billy. She'll really like it.
Midnight Sun.
S-U-N, not as in biological S-O-N, but S-U, Midnight Sun, yes. She'll really like that. It's a love story. Only thing I don't like about them girls watching love stories is they expect certain things out of you. They want you.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm ready. Sign me up, coach.
He's texting her right now to let her know that.
Yeah. Get home now.
Midnight Sun, that's a good one, buddy. I'll put her in your arms for you. I watched it with Sue the other night. Oh.
Howling Adventure Pack. Man, they can take it, shove it up freaking ass.
I'm streaming, by the way, just to let you know. I mean,
oh, golly, gee whiz.
Yeah.
Why have to edit that?
Oh.
I don't know. I got 15 trillion bars though.
You said shove it where now?
Hey, freaking.
The gas is cleared, but the Sverfeblin are still running about.
Oh, me, oh my.
But you think it might be prudent to knock them out. For their own good, of course.
I'm just taking my time, doing my tobacco here, drinking my water.
Shut my mouth out with salt water there.
Yeah. Yep.
Listerine, dude.
We need to wash your mouth out with soap.
I know. Mom give it up last night right there. And
I'm streaming, man.
I had. Oh, shit.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lordy. And it's YouTube. Wow, that's okay. I marked the mature content, so I guess they'll look at that.
Now I can stab her story.
Well, you already started it now, man. Might as well just go ahead and finish it.
No.
Tell us all about it. I mean, all of us.
Well, let's don't go that far.
Well, it's nothing happened. It's the problem.
Oh.
Well, then I guess you could tell us all about it.
I have to stream every once in a while, so I keep my active people who do happen to watch my videos, community going, who come in and scan them or whatever they do. I've actually went from 20 to 39 now, so I got 39 of them that actually look at them. And believe it or
I am
not.
making the fattest and the tallest tank in the world.
Oh, cool, man.
You using a Dragonborn?
No, I'm using a human.
Name him Roly Poly.
Tell it, Tubby.
Nah, that's gay, man.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna name him Fin Fang Foom.
Buddy, I tell you what, Sue, normally hot chips don't affect me, they're decent. But now I'm gonna tell you, those chips there, they'll burn your mouth. Almost.
You know what that is, right? You're getting a little older.
Billy says just because I'm getting older is why I've noticed, or they doing that, which he could be
into
right.
Little twat.
He's streaming.
I said twat.
You know what? There
I
is
didn't go into.
there is a plants. There are twat plants. There
Yeah,
really are.
see?
Yep. And there are
Now,
pussy
Doug.
willows too. There's a
Yeah.
plant.
And right now you're starting to act like a pussy willow. Doug.
Yep.
Why am I playing a freaking pally again?
That way you can tank for us.
I was
I've
going.
already
I
already
should have done a
gone.
GF, but dude, me
No,
and
you don't
tanking
like
on a
me.
GF.
By the way, Pordock said he'd kick your ass and
Oh,
Rusty's, build him up right there real good.
Blame that one. It wasn't me.
Master spell.
Yeah, wasn't me to build him up. Doug asked me to agree, and I said, I don't know.
A
What
mind
I say.
flayer appears. It uses its telepathy to transmit its malevolent
It was for
intent.
he did do
It also
pretty good
boasts of
to have died as much as he died,
Yeah,
but his
yeah. he
DPS
died.
was good.
so what you're telling me, and all I hear right now is my buddy Doug was kicking dirt on me last night while I was in there trying to sleep and get rested up for work, right?
Yeah, basically.
That's
Yeah,
it?
he
Okay,
did.
that's what I was hearing.
Wait a minute.
That's what I was hearing too, Rusty. I was just making sure.
He didn't like it because I told him that Hunter Rangers didn't really bring as much buff debuff as the other teams did. He didn't like that very much. He said, no,
Now,
he said,
they got a build out right now. Well, it's been since mod 12B, I think.
yeah,
That's a straight buff build on the Ranger.
really? I don't see him hollering for him in the end games.
Well, yeah, they don't holler for him. I mean, it's just one of those classes that's not
Doesn't
what
bring
they're
as
running
much.
in the group.
It just don't bring as much.
Well, it might not for one as it does for the other. You know, I don't know about that because I have never ever run it, nor never ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you that.
But he was talking about it having commanding shout and it having, you know, of course, the long strider. And he said there was another one that it had.
You got
the
Hawk
30
shot.
gun.
Yeah, you got Hawk shot. You got long strider shot, and there is another encounter. You can use all three of your encounters as a buff.
Well, see, that's another reason why I told him the. I told him that it was more leaning toward DPS than it was buff. Debuff.
Yeah, now they got one that's just a straight up buff build. But I don't know about the debuffing aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? That may be why people don't really fool with it much.
Could be.
And honestly, on a hunter, if you're gonna run it, and you want... Did I not get one? And you want a hunter doing some buffs, all you need is long strider shot. Because that will increase your damage so much on your DPS classes just from that long strider shot. But where a lot of people mess up with it is they'll run long strider shot, but they run it in a melee standpoint so they can actually do more damage to where you should technically run it in a range standpoint, but not be back as far as what it calls for on long strider shots. That way you still get buffs from the group. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's still an aggro or a range for your buffs. And people just don't know that limit. They want to just run in melee and then slide back out, cast long strider shot, come back in on melee, which is not a bad thing. But if you run them other buff aspects of it and just stay close to your max range on your DCs and everything else is buffing, and then just kind of take 2 steps back or something before long strider shot, you'll be alright.
As the Mind Flayer expires, it uses its telepathy to issue one last telepathic message. I hate you. You can now focus your attention on the Beholder tank.
This is ridiculous. I can grab this whole bridge on the starting zone on this pally and just
Yeah.
stand there. Yeah, come on, guys.
Oh, I found the grapple. What? Of course, your enemy is my enemy.
Alright. So basically we're just making new tunes so we can all level up together. Is that what we're doing?
I'm gonna help Frank get to 70. I mean, I'm like I said, I've already told Doug I'm gonna tell him, you know, if things start happening, like, you know, in-game stuff, then yeah, he's going to be on his own. I mean, I'm not going to completely put my level 70 on hold just to help him gear up or help him, you know, level. But
Shit.
I'm doing it.
I suggested to him to play through at least a couple campaigns before he speed leveled, so he get used to it a little bit, you know, like Sharndar and Elemental Evil maybe. But
yeah, I mean, he could, but he'll be all right either way. I'll tell you now. I mean,
yeah,
you'll see this guy don't work. He's disabled veteran. All he does is sits home. He'll grind.
guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream here. Want to get into a little bit of other stuff. I'll talk to y'all later. Nobody's been talking to me. I see we got 2 viewers. But anyway, I'll catch you next time. Eventually, we'll put something up. We'll be doing CR, I'm sure. I'll talk to y'all later. Out of here. M37 signing off.